Hey everybody, it's been a week since I gave you an update on Star. I also wanted to give you a little bit better history of her real quick. I made a mistake. She was crossed with a white Caucasian and a Mastiff of sort, but not the Mastiff we're thinking about. It was a Tibetan Mastiff, which the Tibetan Mastiff is not really a Mastiff. They just use that word because it's such a large dog. Anyway, the Tibetan Mastiff is the oldest breed of dog in the world, from what I've understood. Anyway, she's starting to get a little feisty now. Ralph has played a little rough with her, but she's learning. That's a good thing. She's got a good temperament. But anyway, the Tibetan Mastiffs are absolutely ridiculously expensive now. The most expensive dog in the world, I read where one just went for 940,000 pounds. Somebody out of the UK, some tycoon, bought one from China. That's crazy. It's insane. But anyway, the other part about the Maremma history that I didn't realize is these dogs were almost eradicated in World War II. The Nazis, when they invaded Italy, they went in with their shepherds, their German shepherds, all their firepower and stuff and everything, and they met up with the Maremmas, and the Maremmas were, their ferocity, from what I've read from the Germans, were they were very afraid of these dogs, because these dogs, like I say, they don't go looking for trouble. They really don't. But if trouble comes looking for them, they will not back down from anything. It doesn't matter. They will not back down. Even if they, and the Germans apparently killed them off by the thousands. But from what I read, these dogs would, be in groups of 4 and 5, and the Germans would shoot 4 of them, and the 5th one would still attack them. Because once you show them that aggression, that you're going to hurt them, or whoever their family pod is, or their flock, or their owner, or whatever, they're going after that threat, and they're going to finish the job. That's the sheepdog's job in the field. They're not to look for trouble. They're not to go try to find trouble. But when trouble shows up and starts to hurt the underdog, which is their sheep or anything else that's underneath them, they go finish the job. So yeah, that's pretty sad though. I read that there was only about 60 something of these dogs left in all of Italy. So they made a comeback with them. They brought the first pair over here in 1976 to Hampshire College in Massachusetts, and they bred them, and they distributed the pups around to some farms, and they kind of took off from there, but they've always been a working class dog. The Maremma Foundation of America really doesn't want people to own these dogs just as pets, because these dogs, when they go into barking mode, their guard mode, they don't stop, okay? And I've already found that part out. So that become very annoying to some people, but you have to understand this is inbred into them for over 2,000 years, so you're not going to change it. So you have to deal with it, and you can't scold them for it, because that's their job. And most of the time, when they go to barking, from what I've already found out, they're barking at something. So that's a really good thing. So they just, but there is a time they just hear a noise, they're gonna just bark at the noise, but it's always something that's gonna make them bark. They just don't bark because that's what they like to do. They bark when they hear something. So, but anyway, they from what I read, that the American Maremma Foundation hasn't stepped up and had these dogs registered as a registered breed in the United States, because they're very difficult to deal with, and they don't want people turning them into shelters and abandoning them, and I agree wholeheartedly. But I'm not going to use Star as a working dog, although she will probably be around some livestock and some stuff like that. That's not her job for me, like I already said. But I'm a little older now, and I've had several dogs in my life, and Star's not going to be that big of a challenge. So, but I got Ralph over here swinging his tail in the camera. He's always a challenge, aren't you, Ralph? Huh? Star, you better watch out. He's in play mode. When she gets a little bit bigger, he better watch out, I guess, because when she gets in play mode, she's probably gonna roll him. But so anyway, these dogs aren't recommended for everybody. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So anybody that watches this video, if you decide to get a Maremma, please do your research on them. Okay, they over in Australia, these dogs are, in Italy. I don't know about Italy as much. I know there's a few situations over there. Mostly Italians, from what I understand, know about this breed, and they treat them like royalty over there. So I might be wrong about that, but I know in Australia they use these dogs a lot, but people buy them and they see fuzzy, cuddly little white pups, and next thing you know, they grow into these big giant of a dog, and they bark and bark and bark and eat and eat and eat, and they have large appetites, and they abandon them. They throw them out the door, drop them off or whatever. And Australia has a big problem with the Maremmas in shelters. So you get the dog, do your research. So anyway, that's really the history lesson I want to give you about Star. I'm not going to say any more about their history in future videos, not like I did today. I just wanted everybody to understand that she is very special. She is a very rare breed of dog here in the United States, you know. Like I said, even though she looks like a Pyrenees, she has no Pyrenees. I don't know for sure. Some of the Maremmas get larger than Pyrenees. Some of them are smaller, you know, and when they fully mature. And they don't fully mature until they're 2 years old. And they don't quit growing until they're 2 years old. They fully mature at 18 months. And the Maremma has a second claw on their back foot, just like the Pyrenees. But they're not recommended to remove those because they are into the bone and it can cause bone infections. And some dogs, you want to remove those when they're puppies, you know, maybe the first 2 weeks of their life, but not these dogs. So if you ever hear somebody tell you on a Pyrenees or one of these dogs to remove that second claw, do not do so. Also, these dogs, because they do get so large, they say if you could almost go 2 years before you spayed or neutered these dogs, that would be the best thing to do, but that can cause problems too. So you don't want to do that. The reason why they want you to go so long is they could have ACL problems later because the estrogen or the testosterone, you know, in the males, the estrogen in these females could, you know, the production drops. So their bodies don't completely develop properly after they're spayed or neutered. But most of them say, well, if you're going to do it about 8 months. So, and then, you know, just kind of be careful with them, and hopefully everything will turn out okay. That's kind of what I'm going to do with Star. I'm going to kind of ride it as long as I can before I get that done. So, but anyway, Star, I think, has done a really great job at adapting. She's been with me now for 3 weeks. Right, Star? 3 weeks as of Wednesday. That was 2 days ago. So 3 weeks and 2 days. So she's really found her place, that's for sure. She's really happy here. Although this is not my permanent home. This is my home in the country. I wish I could stay here all the time, but I will be spending more time up here. So I have to go back into the city where my job unfortunately needs me. Right, Ralph? He goes, yeah, you've been traveling back and forth for a long time, kid. So that's it for today. I'm all sandy now, and I'm gonna have to go give Star a brush down here in a little bit herself. She loves it out here in the sand. She loves playing. She's not really a big water dog. She's kind of a, I don't know, but she may change on that a little bit, but kind of from what I've read about the Maremmas, they don't care much for water. So I don't blame her. And I did see a big alligator out here yesterday, so I really don't want her in the water anyway. I don't want to have to shoot no gators today either. Even though they are in season, I sure don't want to clean one of the big things. I got way too much to do as it is. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and back off now, and we'll see you soon. And next time you see Star, maybe she'll be doing some tricks for you, which I doubt, but she's gonna get to be a lot bigger real quick. Right, kid? Come here, Star. Come here. Come here. You know, I have a whistle that I've been using to train her a little bit. I'm not going to be blowing that right now. So, but she does real good about coming back, and she doesn't. These dogs don't have a lot of wander in them, so that's another good thing. They kind of like to stay close to home. So, you know, the males will wander, of course, looking for a female if you let them, but the females not really, no. So anyway, I guess I'll let you guys go, and me and Star and Ralph and everybody else, we'll see y'all soon. Okay, take care. Say bye, Star. Say bye, Ralph. We'll see y'all soon. Okay, bye.